You might think that George Zimmerman, shortly after being found not guilty in the Trayvon Martin murder case, would try to lay low, stay out of sight. Well, not this former Neighborhood Watch volunteer. He was in court again today, accused of assaulting his latest girlfriend and released on bond. Staying on the radar even when he's not getting caught speeding. And yes, that's happened too. Here's ABC's Matt Gutman.
If it feels like you've seen this before, that's because you have. George Zimmerman tonight walking out of the Seminole County jail with a bail bondsman. 502 days since the last time he bonded out of here after being charged in the high-profile murder of Trayvon Martin. Earlier today, sweat beaded on his forehead.
Yes, Your Honor.
A judge explained the new charges against the shackled Zimmerman, including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The prosecutor claiming Zimmerman battered his new girlfriend and held a cocked shotgun to her head. All of it allegedly heard in this 911 call.
You just broke my glass table, you just broke my sunglasses, and you put your gun in my freaking face.
According to the police, Zimmerman also shoved his girlfriend, 27-year-old Samantha Scheibe, and today prosecutors said the fight, which turned ugly, wasn't the only time he laid hands on her.
The victim had indicated that there was a prior domestic violence incident that occurred approximately a week and a half ago that involved a choking that she did not report to the police.
And according to prosecutor Lamari Munoz, during one of those knockdown arguments, Zimmerman apparently mentioned taking his own life.
The defendant indicating at the time he was threatening to commit suicide that he had nothing to lose.
Perhaps a hint of that hopelessness detected in Zimmerman's 911 call Monday after the altercation with his girlfriend.
I just want everyone to know the truth.
Okay. The officers can speak with you on scene. Have you already spoken with them?
No, but they're pretty upset, I think.
Police say Zimmerman had barricaded the door of his girlfriend's house Monday, kicking her out and then refusing to allow police to enter once she called them.
The officers are upset?
Yeah, they're banging on the door and the window.
His 911 call now increasingly controversial, with Zimmerman using it essentially to document his side of the story.
I took great exception to George Zimmerman using 911 to tell the world his side of the story. 911 is not his personal stenographer.
And the judge today temporarily stripping him of his right to bear arms, apparently several of them. ABC News has learned that police removed up to 4 weapons allegedly belonging to Zimmerman from Scheibe's house, including an assault rifle and a shotgun. But Zimmerman's new attorney, Jeff Dowdy, a Sanford public defender, said Zimmerman would likely get his guns back once exonerated.
He's maintained his innocence, I can tell you that.
But it's an arsenal that may have grown since the then unknown neighborhood watchman shot and killed 17-year-old Martin in the gated community where Zimmerman lived and Martin was staying. But even after his high-profile 5-week nationally televised trial and controversial acquittal,
not guilty,
Zimmerman hardly seemed to stay low. In fact, his past few months have been a pageant of mugshots and police video. 1 weapons charge, 2 domestic-related altercations, and 3 traffic violations. All within the space of just 4 months.
What a coincidence.
In fact, there's a virtual video gallery of his run-ins with cops.
Hey, the reason I'm stopping you, when you went by me, your tag cover, you got the tinted tag cover on?
No, load your firearm, okay?
Hello. Here's why I stopped you for speed. Sorry.
His recent round of troubles began in July when trouble seemed to find him. He and another driver came across a rolled-over SUV at this Florida highway interchange. They stopped and rushed to help the family trapped in the Ford Explorer. There were not 1, not 2, but 3 traffic stops. 1 for overly tinted windows in September and 2 for speeding. Legal analysts tell us speeding wasn't exactly the wisest choice for someone with Zimmerman's public profile.
If George Zimmerman were one of my criminal defense clients, I would tell him drive 10 miles under the speed limit. Keep both hands on the wheel in the proper position and stay away from anyone who's going to point their finger at you.
Then in September, a more serious incident. It started with another 911 call. This one from his estranged wife, Shelley.
And he's going to shoot us.
Okay.
He punched my dad in the nose. My dad has a mark on his face. I saw his glasses were on the floor. He accosted my father and then took my iPad out of my hand and smashed it and cut it with a pocket knife.
Moments later, police arrived, prepared for a hostage situation. Police say they had their guns drawn and were carrying ballistic shields. Zimmerman, seen here in the plaid shirt and sunglasses, was questioned by police but later released and never charged.
We're trying to figure out who touched whom, whose allegations are belong to whom.
Ultimately, Shelley Zimmerman announced she wouldn't be pressing charges, and prosecutors dropped the case. But Zimmerman would not leave her home. Tonight, it's unclear where Zimmerman, who has no permanent address, will go. It seems the only certainty in his life is his next court date, January 7th, back in the Seminole County Courthouse. For Nightline, I'm Matt Gutman in Sanford, Florida.